understand, or sponsor that maybe buang libona elile la real bona or look in all challenges that will meet. Immediately say you become a sponsor, you pump up money, and you little team, there's a plan there behind. I'm very disappointed, Trizy. If definitely show it's about the KPL, I'm very, very disappointed. Unless as in dog, Babshaile Saidin, Bamba Bauchunchuala Bona. And then Mabache Kalapa, they peel, it's outside. Yeah, Lapo. It's outside for a team, from the team. Those people, they are responsible for that, yeah.
Yes, sir. So now can we just talk about like the severity of this situation, sir? Because now, as much as it's a bad look for Marumo Gallants, it also says something about South Africa as a whole, basically, because now we went to Libya to go play, and then now we now in this situation. So now, like, how serious is this?
Now we need to go back to DSTV Premiership. But it didn't start there. There's a team previously that they play, Kadi Success at Swanning, Wanabu TTM. Team we ila Yayako Gaming, it's reaches one. DSTV Premiership, you need to fix a lot of things. It start there at Rizi before we can refer. It's good in Chongzeding. Iqala lapho Trizy yona lento ukuthi ama team amanye TTM bavumela ukuthi chairman ibe ne team owing 12 players ingabhatali, and then sold the team again. He buy the team, they allow him to have a team again. Kube ne team whereby it play liwani, I remember idlala ngeSox layo, and kube ne team eyodlala away ihambe neJersey liwani. Isn't ezinjalo, yes, irrespective football dealer nazo kanjani, but ke problem uthaka le leading ya worry. Some teams, I had Swallows didn't pay players at some stage. Why do you sell the team? Nkhuluma DSTV Premiership Committee, okay, they need to look at those things. Why do you give these chairmen, these teams, eningayenzanga research properly? With the muntu can pay players? Una mali in a bank, research, investigation. Una lobkai akasiso ngeka sokulisa abanye abantwana na. Yes, angeke uvele umnike nje umuntu ungayenzanga investigation, because ayiqali yabo lento le yalesikandani ukuthi sewele international, but there's a lot of areas enzeka la. Definitely sure teams Swallows never pay players we had last year, and Swallows now they still signing sometimes players. The question is how they want to pay those players, and then when players as good before they never got paid. They even ask for permission ugamba. So it's difficult kakulu. So the standard of football, how is it going to improve if our resources, if you promise people, human beings, or patala, and then patali, and it starts there. When you're going to compete, especially go international now, you're going to get exposed in a situation and you allow. Bamba banta you don't pay bill. It's been the same to go international. You paying players here in South Africa. Whatever promise na yetsa ko di players, bega yenza kuma players, bega fulfill na. That's a question. If internationally can't pay the bill, and why taking a lot of people? If auna budget, yabo. I don't know why amba now. If angeka zabi budget nepi budget opatali bill, so I'm very disappointed, ministers.
Because now the disappointment is trickling down to the South African government, where now they are in talks with the Libyan government with regards to this. So now with regards to the role of the South African government, it has a responsibility to intervene. So now what can you say? Did it have to get to a point where the government got involved?
Yeah. Hey, bengamelangila. Yabo. We as a country now it's like amesha. Yeah, like ibangati sama amesha. I mean, yes, tenter. Now, yes, tenter. We need to be honest. Yeah, irrespective of Gwenzagalan going forward, I don't think Gula Meshwala want to love cities ever. Yonkin Tobospega, this thing is going to be it enter repetition.
Yes, sir.
I mean, if you involve the government, it's not the national team and the blunder. It's a team that's participating with DSTV Premiership. And DSTV Premiership, why giving the guy, whoever that's responsible of selling the status, and this guy's status, if the guy really, honestly, truly speaking, it doesn't have a budget to patalama player.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you can go do a proper research, there's players are promising within dollar, money, whatever, and then as long as fulfill it. So angeke kube ne situation njenge bill, just pay bill. And then you can come.
Let your people come home.
Simple, and then you can deal whatever we want in Gagwa. If we get a drama that with those two people, it was amongst the team. I mean, you're representing the country anyway internationally. So that's why government angena manje, and it's wrong. Yabo, it's a identity country, and that's not a good sign, my brother. Yeah, that's a good sign, definitely.
Okay, so now how do we prevent these things from happening again?
Yeah, in Joba Kicho, whoever's selling status to DSTV Premiership, Trizy, you can't sell these people's status research in terms of imali. What does this guy have to run a team? How much does he have? Is a sustainer, is Kateska, Nicola stuff for how long? And you cannot do on his account. Whatever 3 million, and then upaile status ka 50 million, and then you set 3 million, utsepile new grant, and then the status is going to be a problem. Trizy. What if this person participates in all the tournaments in Kulmanga 3 until the final?
That 3 million will be able to sustain for the whole seasons. Yeah.
Udlala Netbank until final. Udlala MTN till final. TSTV Premiership. Uba number probably fight for position 1. It's a question. What if it goes to? Isn't his name? Yeah, I understand. So it's very difficult. Trizy. Truly speaking. Made the research properly. Whoever was selling status, whoever giving out status for TSTV Premiership, before they give a chairman, do a research on a guy. How much is the guy making? The guy definitely sure. Whatever that is doing, making out of business high, can he sustain? For how long? You understand? With the been a situation whereby people they don't want to go to training. Now it's a problem.
It certainly is a problem, and here's something that you can actually predict in the future right now. So now we're basically going to be talking about who's going to remain, who's going to get to our second place in our PSL log. And we basically have 6 games left. So number to dial for that is 064-525-0513. Can you please send us your voice notes? I see them coming through nice and thick. They're rolling in nice and thick, and we're going to be playing them a little bit later as we move on to the next topic at hand. So now let's talk about Amazulu midfielder George Maluleka collapsing on the pitch last week, and he was also taken to hospital during an official match. So now my question to you, Mr. Junior Khanye, is it now time for Mr. George Maluleka to retire?
No.
Based on the fact that he has collapsed. It's the second time this season, actually.
Yes, he's my boy, man. We talk. Our Kim send it a message.
Yeah.
Kim Chaila, I wish you all the best, boy. Ericsson from Manchester United, World Cup. Why? But he's back playing competitive football, Premier League, one of the strongest league in the world. He's still playing, doing well as well. Assist, he score goals, playing one of the best team in the world, Manchester United, with high expectations. Doesn't change or is a good player. It's a matter of chairman, whatever, whoever employ you, believe in you, bro. So George can still play, bro, as long as Azotati treatment for me. But for now, I believe me na for manje mhlamba pause nyani mangit pause training light session whereby mhlambe until he get to his full young understander in terms of healthy ibe normal, but training with the team. Remember, he's got the contract to run. Yeah, he can still offer. He's a strong guy, George. Yabo, strong character as well. But obvious, health is very important now. Yes, lenti yenza with you, but they must check because good why. Man, I wish some check the spiritual man. The doctor stand up doctor. Let's check about fit abantu bakanga. Trizy. We singakhohlwa man. We not saying say promote talent. Asihlakani phini madoda. Kunabanye abantwana babantu bakhangela man. Yeah, spiritually check. Asithulo yabantu wenzeni. I don't believe in it, but spiritual akusukuthi just share research properly. Uthole ukuthi problem yini my brother. You understand? And then you can go and attend the treatment ke. Mara into engene ngomoya treatment iphume ngomoya. Something engene kamoya, tlamelintswe kamoya.
So you saying
profound.
That, you saying that this is a spiritual attack more than
probably,
it is physical.
Mfana wami lo yamele sim advise man. Sithandaza uNkulunkulu esibonisa direction crazy. Indoda ekhuluma nawe man. Yabo in all I'm not saying a recruiter, no, it's up to people. I'm not saying kibitiri. But kunento mangifundi life ngibonisile automatically nabantu abakanga ngabanye abantwana. Yabo nabantwana babantu abangakhona ukuthola into zabo that they ezulini bazireleasile yabo azikhona ukufika because of ihlakaniphi Satan nelimuthu Trizy the devil was a human yeah bekumntana kaNkulunkulu so umjita mele check futhi spiritually and yeah angathatha treatment after but ukuthi lento ingasabuyi kaningi nesihlakaniphi nje la yabo yeah kusuke nje le fifinyana yeah but umfana some advice as well yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about like the adjustments to the lineup or strategy if he is unable to continue playing, because like you're saying he should take a pause, nyana. So now like how is that gonna affect the lineup moving forward?
Yeah, njoba ngisho uGeorge is a strong person, but now Trizy, I'm asking you, na mfana ngizomkhuluma naye, amela ke check spiritually, khulume nama parents wakhe. Trizy ikwazi ukuthi lento isuke ezingisho spiritually if you can fix spiritual for me if kunomfana wami church sonto like we don't know St. John's wherever akatholi sonto lomoya mfana man can be St. John's wherever bakwazi ukubona le yantu abantu abakhuluma noNkulunkulu ukuthi what's the problem Trizy kunezinye izinto zifuna spiritual sikhulela under badimba rona ne batsama ditsela tseo ne barapela so sometimes you need to go to that route one understand and definitely show mfana ka check bese ke I direction ayithola but he must pray yabo mele acela uNkulunkulu ukuthi amhlanganise nabantu abaneqiniso abakhuluma naye uNkulunkulu ngokweqiniso basikanka di chance ungayiteleli indaba zaba zomoya mhlambe khona abantu abangamsiza spiritual mfana before he can go beyond ukuze ayothola ama tablets ngoba kunezinto maya ka doctor usabuyi uyalapha ka doctor lento ifuna le injection wafaya so mfana kayithole yazi ngithini I'm not saying kingaka or if ki advise because uzalapha ka doctor
anyeke bathole next but
right there's operation and then bamsika umfana dayide ngichobeka awutiba ke bayihlole spiritual mana vayikreke kanwe mithi different you need the church sengata mhlambe la kibo likhona my arapele pili ask for direction spiritual location direction ndima mmonsele badimbayi umfana le yanto le ngaphenduka izeleze ngaphela lo nyaka umfana abuyele back to his feet le yanto ingasabuyi isuke at all because for me aman uNkulunkulu asixolele Trizy man into eziso nehlakaniphi ezinokuzenza lezi zinto yeah so but the boy not the way Mtsibang is strong character as well. He can still play. If somebody is opilifela ku church, our church can still play. If Ericsson can play, awile kalba kalapilu. I think it was a World Cup. Abuya dlalele one of the best team in the world. Ten Heng, I believe kuye and the directors of menu. Why not, George? So giving. So church is going to be back. Just mele seventhing healthy, but I'm fana mele to check on indlela.
Okay, cool. The number to dial is 064-525-5013 for your voice notes, and we are asking you who will win the race for second position between Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and SuperSport United, because all of the clubs are currently on 40 points, and there are 6 matches remaining. So I'm gonna play your voice notes, and this is just what everybody has to say right now.
This is Moses from Newcastle.
Mo.
Definitely not Kaizer Chiefs. I think Pirates have a chance to qualify for CAF Champions League, but the way they are playing, it's not really convincing that they will qualify. But I go for Pirates or SuperSport. Yeah, Chiefs, no. They're going to lose the game against Gallants.
Sure, kanjani? Orlando Pirates iyangena yona bekhefu. Akho mntu uzama endleleni yayo, iyazixela nje loo nto leyo. Siyabona pha uba khona into ebhidekayo pha, qondile ezipalini.
Yeah, hello Junior. So this is Temba from Port Elizabeth, Kabeja. Yeah, according to me, the team that has a chance of qualifying for CAF as things stand, if we were to check the form, I would say Kaizer Chiefs stand a good chance of qualifying as compared to Orlando Pirates and SuperSport. Yes, SuperSport has been the most dominating teams recently for these past couple of games, but now things have turned like horribly wrong. I don't know what Stephen Hunt's doing there, like from becoming the league contenders to, I don't know, man, like it's a U-turn for SuperSport United. As for Orlando Pirates tend to lose the momentum of these crucial games. So if I were to put my money on the team that will be qualifying for CAF, I will put Kaizer Chiefs, because now we need to understand that Kaizer Chiefs are on their best form currently. So if they were to get at least 3 to 4 wins, that will secure them, because I know somehow Orlando Pirates is gonna trip and SuperSport United. So for me, it's Kaizer Chiefs as things stands.
Ola Junior, mfowethu. Mina ngiyanika amakhosi. Akhuphulile kakhulu. Azimisele. Akhuphulile kakhulu for the previous games. Iwona zo ndalo number 2. Show mfowethu.
My name is Panyaza Lisufi. You are listening to Massive 11, the Makeout Football. Where you are, remain here forever.
The time now at exactly 25 minutes past the hour of 5 p.m. You are still listening to Itiski Radio, brought to you by World Sports Betting, as well as DSTV, as well as Itiski TV. So behind the microphone, if you just tuned in, and we are in studio with a man by the name of Junior Khanye. He is basically our football analyst, the highest rated football analyst in the country right now. So now moving on to, before we move on to the stories, I would like to thank everyone who's partaken in the voice notes. We are going to be playing a lot more a little bit later on, which is going to be talking more and more on what's bringing us together, which is South African football. So now, Mr. Junior Khanye, right? So, earlier on this week, there was an Orlando Pirates defender goes by the name of Thapelo Qoki. He essentially said that Munapule Saleng should be the player of the season. Do you agree? And if you agree, why? If you don't, why not?
Teammate yakho fanele abantu bakubiza ngoNkululeyo.
Hey, yeah.
Bafethu, this is offensive bill yakho treason bafethu.
Yes sir.
Yeah, please ngicela nithathe serious behind the scene khona la uThethu justice.
Yes sir.
Yeah, ingonyesha itayela ze camera ngeke uyibone. Talented, yes, icala nayo lento la ku disk. Yeah, hayi no. Everybody's got unali opinion yeah. Protect the teammate okay. Drizzy, to be a player of the season, we need to be honest. Number one, we don't have to lie. Numbers don't lie. The guy is scoring for Orlando Pirates.
Yes,
currently, he's doing well for them. And nobody is very influential. Even if Uloch Beangeko is the one big up on Miss Sandler. And even totally call up to national team twice. Yeah. But play of the season, my brother. There's my Lula that is young.
Okay, but before we get there, what are the factors to be considered in order for one to be seen as player of the season?
Yeah, you need to you must score goals, assist. Team player must be a team player. Let's check my element up, my brother. Obvious discipline wise, there's also in the bus checker. Yeah, are you consistency in terms of performance when you play? And where there's expectations, are you rising? Do you rise more with these expectations, especially in these major big games? And yeah, easy in the so truly speaking, I need to be honest. For Pirates is doing well. Is some TSTV Premiership is amongst the best in terms of scoring goals. Assist, I'm not too sure.
And I like how he also like creates opportunities for himself as well. So we have to big him up for that.
Yeah. Decision making, not too sure.
Okay.
Assisting, not too sure, because you need to work decision making. He's too individual as well. I don't think he's a team player. And he's got speed, but decision wrong. Doesn't have balance for me. And he plays with one foot. But in terms of technique, he's good. He's got good technique. It can be individual and also help the team with his individual ability. For Pirates, for play of the season for Pirates, yes. No one go Pirates.
Season, yeah.
But TSTV Premiership, my brother is my Lula here. Who's playing one of the best team in Africa. Top 3. Listen, his age, how old is he? Is his first season? He's a second top goal scorer after Shalulile. He scored international, he work at Champions League, he scored against Bo Al Hilal. He's doing great. The boy, Sundowns, who is he competing against it? And look at the balance. He can be a team player, very skillful, kick with both feet. He can be individual as well. Where it matters most, he score. When he plays Pirates, he score 2 goals. Praise. He plays Chiefs, he score. So internationally, play Al Hilal, Champions League, he score. But the boy can score. And how old is he? First season, so play of the season, I give it to him.
Not selling.
He's playing position 1. Position 1. There's competition there. Unalebo Kapinga, they're sitting on the bench. Seasoned players. Unalebo Domingos, they're sitting on the bench. Seasoned players. So, Bumtupa, seasoned players. Kutumela, seasoned play for Pirates. Marisbeck, he came at Sundowns, sitting on the bench. First season, the boy at the age of finished goals. So, international, he scored Champions League. As I'm telling you, so, give him, bro. I'm sorry, give him.
Okay, Mr. Steezy.
What do you make of Allende?
Inzima kakhulu. My brother. Sheba.
Yeah.
If I have to another player, don't buy it doesn't score often. But look at I want to kukuru dibe mnati. Mele ahlanganiswe buflower erama ibe iningi. Yabona ubele baking powder ibe enough and whatever mix. We compliment all the team. Kibuwa hardworking. When he defends, the team defend, you find him. Master the position, cover the space. Awareness, vision. Vision. I don't think he deserves to play in TSTV Premiership. He's supposed to play in international. For him coming this side. So, him and Mailula for me, but the age, the boy is South African. Mailula. South African, look at the age. First season, as a season Abu Beidi, so I'll give it to him. But second for me, I'll go for Allende. True. For me, going to Munapula, I'll go for Allende. Allende is Bolo. I mean, Sundowns good is the game circulation, people they separate. Tempo of the game.
Yeah.
Without losing the ball. Yeah, Rimangani, he starts. When Okuma, I mean, justice Ukuma Ngwenya Lisa.
Yeah. One last question. Allende or Jali? I know we haven't been seeing Jali for a while now because of the contract issue or personal issues with the club. What Allende or Jali, according to you, judging without experience?
I want to come my brother. South Africa must swallow the pride. 32 years. He's still going to play more than 8 years. 40 years he can live. We should 40 years. He can play another 12 years. Let's not destroy. It's the best that we have in the country. If it's not there, Sundowns won't win Champions League. They're still going to play Al-Ahly. It's going to be very difficult. We mustn't get carried away. Still ill, Buffett. And Andile Child, but Allende, because I can't compare him with Charlie, because Allende is attacking, Charlie is a defensive holding. But I can play both of them. So if you can play Charlie, Allende, Mayema, Aiko, Bangaita Champions League, convincingly. Because Allende complements everything. He's a box-to-box style. And Andile, where he plays Spain, he play whoever. Xavi Hernandez, he play Sergio Piscot, Xavi Alonso. He rise. He's one of the best. He's got the strongest character. He's born to play football. He can play box to box. He can stay 6. He cover the distance. Very skillful defensive midfield as well. So he can score goals. He sharpens defense, splitting fast. Vision, awareness, balance. Fearless. So high. Justice, I can mention that guy. He played Pirates, high tempo. Pirates. He came at Sundowns, he lifted. So, Omongasha Pirates, I ain't say the best, won trophies there. When it comes to Sundowns, he dropped. But Andile, to keep that momentum, my brother, and to maintain, it's something else. So, Andile is one of the best. But Allende, he Buffett, I mean, when we say international Buffett, must come to South Africa, they must have a face out here, my bones. Yeah, it's about all out here.
Okay, so now the number to dial is 064-525-0513. We are taking your voice notes, asking you who will win the race for second place between Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, and SuperSport. So now all the clubs are on 40 points, and there are 6 matches remaining. So now number to dial again, it is 064-525-0513. So now let us do this before we play your voice notes.
Massive 11. Ulimi lwakho luzothini uma uzama iSunshine D entsha eyehle siphundu? Lungase luthi gadla mina kababa. Noma ngisho nokuthi ngoba uma uthenga iSunshine D ungawina ingxenye yakho yemkomelo ka2 million rand. Shona esitolo ukuze ungenele. Kunemigomo nemibandela. Sunshine D. Tastes nice, no lies.
Ngokuqala nje ngizoqala ngihlanganisele iqembu uMamela Sundowns kwasekubonakala ukuthi kucosebeki yasithatha. Bese ngilapha ku number 2. Ngicabanga ukuthi kungumbako omuhle ukuthi amaqembu akhompethe for ukuthola i-second spot. Okuhlungu ukuthi abiliki villains obvious ngakuphi. Kodwa engakusho ukuthi iPirates idlala kahle, iChiefs idlala kahle, iSuperSport idlala kahle, kodwa according to my opinion, I think iChiefs iyona deserve ukuthi iye kule nto lesikudependa ukuthi idlala kanjani, ama-games ayasele, ukuthi iSuperSport nePirates badlala kanjani. Into enza ukuthi ngifisele iChiefs ukuthi Champions League ukuthi ucoach atazwane this season introduce abadlali abaningi abasebancane abasakusasa abasazimisela ukwenza into futhi yakhe aba-disappoint yinhle performance yabo, so ngalokho bayadeserve ukuthi baye Champions League bezofunda okuningi bethi likhula bebe sebe-experience yezinto eziningi. Swallow obviously inhlanhla Kaizer Chiefs.
Ngiyanibingelela lapha e-studio.
Junior Khanye lapho nethimba lakho. Themkoso wamajolo lonibingelelayo lapha eNewcastle. Hayi mina vele ngizoquka elami iqembu vele iBuccaneers Orlando Pirates ezamagebhulu ezagebhula umhlaba kamasipala. The reason ngichuza bona ukuthi banomlando omkhulu lapha when it comes to i-Champions League. Banomlando omuhle. Futhi badlala kangcono khona kunala ku-PSL. So
sanibonani ku-Diski TV ngibulise lapho Junior Khanye kanye nabasebenzi bakhe. Bengithanda ukuthi iqembu leMamelodi Sundowns liqualify for iCAF lihambe nePirates because Kaizer Chiefs ngathi kusaningi amele bakulungise lapha le ku-structure sabo. Ebese bengajabula ukubona uKevin Nante awina iCAF Confederation Cup ifathathu number 3. Bengicela futhi ukuthi so le game le quarter final yeMarumo Gallants nePyramids nike nje ukusianalyze la yona singathanda nathi ukunisupport kulo video singasubscribe besithanda ukuza umbono wenu kuyo lona le Marumo Gallants njengoba nayo iqembu la eMzansi. Ngiyabonga.
With the time now at exactly 37 minutes past the hour of 5 p.m., you are listening to Itiski Radio, brought to you by Itiski TV, World Sports Betting, as well as DSTV. And let's just thank you all for your contribution with regards to the voice notes. And your guys' opinions is actually quite valid. Some of y'all, one thing there that used to always say, he likes saying this, there's a difference between love and reality. And I could see that some of you listening in right now, you guys love your teams, nah? Y'all love your teams. Okay, but I see you. Okay, so now moving on, we're going to be talking about the fixtures the weekend, and we're going to be talking all things Chippa United versus Orlando Pirates, Marumo Gallants versus Kaizer Chiefs, and Sundowns taking on Swallows. So now let us start with Chippa United taking on Orlando Pirates. Mr. Khanye, sir.
Yeah. Trizy, Pirates, they're very inconsistent, Silvana.
Oh.
Baluza the game, ekumele bangawalose because of they play with two defensive midfielders against Chippa United, against 6X Galaxy, against Venda Academy. Why playing with two defensive midfielders? You see one of the best team in Africa, Kibuaga Sundowns, it's like a one holding midfielder, which is Mkwena, or sometimes Charlie, if he was there. So you guys are still continuing whatever Sundowns say apply like South Africa. They've got a lot of attackers who could make things happen around those two defensive midfielders who can move off the ball. They attack with wing backs that when they go forward, they make sure they make right decisions. And these two, they become full backs. Oganye, maybe they become center back because these two center back, they go wide. Yes, so South Africa is still holding on to Sundowns 3-4 years ago. But this team, they not tabakhonu because they're uncomfortable on the ball. Sometimes they circulate the ball very well, my brother. Sometimes they easily go to Airfinin and then they come back and go back and score again. I don't know whether you get me. They hardly score a transition. They break you, and then if you recover, they come back, play at the back, they suck you, they go behind you, they score again. Simple. The way they score, but the game say 28, the same. They score the same. But look at the pocket movement of the ball here. They hardly go wide. But Bakhona Sharper Pirates that is watching Chiefs this week. Or Vets, okay, for example, they play Swallows now, and then SuperSport is watching next week. They will go Bashape Pirates SuperSport 4. And in the same way, same identity, same type of players. So what I'm trying to say, Royal M, watch them when they play against Al Ahly. Same team, I won't change anyone. The same team play. 5 goals, and then they come and play against Royal M, they beat them 5 again. This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so now with regards to Chippa, how is their approach to this weekend's game? Yeah,
truly speaking, next up work I give me Pirates. They've got individual players compared to DSTV Premiership. The team Kaufela Pirates, they are number 2 to Sundowns. They sign players, but they don't know how to use those players, and they don't have a coach. For me, a lot of involvement from Orlando Pirates technical team. Team Yabona change every week. They don't have reality. Abana starting 11, my brother. And definitely sure you'll never know who's gonna start tomorrow. And why playing Marco on the right hand side, the right wing? Why take a wing back, right, adlalaga left? Why Unale Munyana on the bench is injury free? So the attack it over balance now. So very difficult. Kabelo Dlamini keep on Kimfana Kasiaka, love him, but he's never playing to Adlali Cooperates. His football potential it doesn't show. He's playing week in and week out and he's keep on playing. Bamdlala, Bamungsa 60, 70, 38 minutes and Utolo sometimes he's doing nothing. So the attack is not balanced. They rely on Saling or Lodge. If those two doesn't do something, the team doesn't score. Cheaper, they play against Cheaper. Cheaper is fighting relegation. If they win, they can even jump because to top 8 or closer to top 8 because they were at top 8 now in 2 months ago. But because of chop and change of coaches, that's why the team is where he is now. And I'm very, very I could say what's a language because the players are buyer, they're not going above vibe even get the coach fellas they come and go. But players they're doing nothing but they go and they sit one another. But the coaches Kerk is back. Kerk was the coach, they chase him, he's back now. So what's best that he's gonna do?
Yeah, because now that was also my concern.
Yeah,
like,
but he's gonna what? When this team go cheaper, but they get motivated, and players they sell themselves. I think it's a matter of us players they told themselves for which is possible. This team they sign with one performance. For me, Paris gonna struggle.
Okay.
So cheaper this game is gonna be draw probably. They can hold the Paris draw 0-0 or cheaper win 1-0 or even 2-1.
So you're saying the Chipper's gonna win this one?
Or draw, yes.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting. So now Marumo Gallant's taking on Kaizer Chiefs. Who's gonna take it for you, sir?
Marumo Gallants, if the chairman can be fair, the team qualify for quarter final. Yeah, Kev Cup. Most of the team got DSTV Premiership, high profile team, they're not even participating. It says on Marumo Gallants.
Says a lot.
They won now yesterday, day before yesterday, 3-1, beating Royal M, got DSTV Premiership. These players, they're fighting for their lives. Just chairman, take something, my brother, in terms of the bonus. So the chairman, for now, team got relocation zone in DSTV Premiership, but they won no game, 2 games in a row now. Kev they won, Bako quarter final, they did well, 1-3-2. Now, and I'm sure they're highly motivated, but they come to FNP. Chiefs they won 4 games in a row, consistency. But hopefully Marumo Gallants won't got the red card.
Hopefully, because I got another 2 it's Kaizer Chiefs.
Hopefully, I hope he got still red card. I wish the referee can be so cautious. Yeah. But even if they got the red card, it's only last week that they score without when they got the red card. In 3 games in a row, they never score. But also they conceded. They scored, they conceded. The 10 men almost caught them. Last week, the goalkeeper saved them. 10 men in neighbor Fabutata. Second half. First half, they did very well last week, Chiefs. But second half, 10 men, Stellenbosch, they came hard on Chiefs. And Chiefs struggled. So Marumo Gallants, when I watched them, there's a ball that left there. Very skillful in fact, all the threats. Very influential. Luna Libashatsi Mokudumela, Otlodi Sang. They have a couple of good players, but their defense is weak, bro. But Chiefs defense as well, Aikokren. And they don't have a keeper, Chiefs as well, for me. And midfield they don't have. Only 3 up front, yes. This poem to Tuzi and Tipris, yes, those are. The rest, no why.
Okay, so now
those 2 they make it different, but me Nangona Ilo and Marumo Gallants is gonna win, bro.
So Marumo Gallants is gonna take this one.
They're on top. They are sitting on the bottom, and for them, Urbabeko quarter final Kev. Kev, they treat you like it's very difficult. Off the field, I'm sure this tournament made them strong, made them believe. Battle quarter final, Basaiti or STV Premiership. And their names, Mabitso Bonako mapping these players now, especially by Lotala quarter final Kev. So anything can happen about them. So I'm sorry, my brother, I need to be honest to you. Truly speaking, they're gonna win. Yes, they're gonna win. 2-0 or 2-1, they're gonna win.
It's a big score as well.
They can, yeah.
Okay, so now Mamelodi Sundowns is gonna be taking on Swallows as well. So well, knowing you, we already know the results of the game. But then tell us how Sundowns and Swallows are gonna approach the game this coming weekend.
Another heavy score here.
So
the thing is, there's so many quality, man. They master the system. Players, they know the strengths of each other. Those players is experience against mixed with youngsters that they want to prove themselves. There's Mapena that come in now to the party. There's Mailula. There's Mkwena 24 as well. Look at the age. Yeah? I'm trying to show you the age out here. So there's Alende 24. Alende 24. Share, Uskabona Kelele high is 24 years.
Yeah.
Imagine that guy is going to play along. But in South Africa, he won't last. Alende, I think next year, his agent is going to fight. But numbers don't lie. Alende, it doesn't deserve to stay here, bruh. I'm sorry. And on the bench, they still have Sorino. Serino. They still have Sorino. They still have Kapinga. They still have Mkulisi. Still have Nazir. Opopaka Nazir. Heinz Magakul. Number 10. So, let me tell you, Trizy. The score... They're going to beat this team Swallows, disjointed Swallows. Tactically, yes, Morgan, I understand Musa is my homeboy last week who complimented Morgan. No. Morgan is not ready to become a coach that can compete with Sundowns. Yes, he can become a good coach, being given a time, quality team trading when he's playing other teams. Sundowns is going to be beaten and a dismal show. Disjointed, they're going to Basel Funa for Tipola. Respect, Sundowns going to take this game very serious. Each and every game they take it serious, and I don't think they will match them. If the level of fitness, Sundowns is on the quarter final of Champions League now. They never lost any game. They play against high-profile teams, such as Al Hilal, Al Ahly. I'm sorry, bro. So there's no game they lost. They never draw. They only draw against Alex Tinker last week. But
Tinker, but with Eric Tinkler, they always play to a stalemate. Yeah.
Tinker, my brother. I always tell people Tinker knows football. The way they are playing is playing the same. But for now, like Bumquen. Their system 4-3-3. Yeah, na bona batla 4-3. So this front three have one problem, and in middle not that, and them they play the same. They circulate the ball with intensity high, and they get their ball playing team. It's just that he's losing players each and every year. Tinker, his team is not stable. Martin is out. There's a couple of players that left. So he's lost a couple of players.
So he has to always keep rebuilding
every time. So for me, he's giving them problem Kadabai, but Swallows going to lose dismally. 3-0 or 4-0. Yes, there's one goal probably Sundowns, but considering I don't think they will concede this time. But 3-0 or 4-0 they will get, yes.
Wow, that was the Junior Khanye predictions for this weekend, and we'd still like to hear some of yours. So now the number 2 dial, as we are about to wrap up this amazing show of Itiski Radio, it is 064-525-0513. So now we're about to open the lines one more time for you to send your voice notes. So I just recited the number, and I would like to hear from you, but straight after this.
Hi, I'm Lucky Pindamba Lekwati, the former London Pirate captain. You are listening to Massive 11, the mecca of football lovers.
Massive 11.
Sanibonani ku-Diski TV, ngibonise lapho Junior Khanye kanye nabasebenzi bakhe. Bengithanda ukuthi iqembu leMamelodi Sundowns liqualify for iCAF lihambe nePirates because Kaizer Chiefs ngathi kusaningi kumele bakulungise lapha le ku-structure sabo. Bese bengajabula ukubona uKevin Nante awina iCAF Confederation Cup ifathathu number 3. Bengicela futhi ukuthi so le game le quarter final yeMarumo Gallants nePyramids nike nje ukusanalizela yona. Singathanda nathi ukusupporta kulo video, singasubscribe. Besithanda ukuza umbono wenu kuyo lona le Marumo Gallants njengoba nayo iqembu la eMzansi. Ngiyabonga.
tada. Yeah, genau nur SuperSport besayodlala the Chiefs. But I think Pirates have a good chance for Igayali Sundowns to go Cape. Thanks.
Sure, Diski TV ibhakabhaka bafethu losimele eAfrika kwi-Champions League. Labanye abakhapha sebengaya-ke mhlawumbe bayoma Leo Confed. Kodwa nje ibhakabhaka obvious lo wakubuza singenjwayene.
Hola. Greetings to everyone in studio on Massive Metro. I fancy Orlando Pirates to finish second because of the team camaraderie, cohesion, solid defense, and attacking trio that they currently have up front, with team lying deep to protect them whenever they go forward. Definitely, I expect fireworks in the last 6 games. Kusazoba late. Hola.
Velele kuyolo Mr KPY. I think i-Orlando Pirates ezongena lapho Africa ngoba i-Pirates oko i-consistency awuthi uyacheka andisho since lo nyaka uqalile ine-depth Pirates since sekubuye nabo Lodge nabo Pule sebeyangena esikhaleni khona nozuka manje ama-fans abangamthandi ekubeni ama-supporter from ngaphandle bawubona umsebenzi wakhe uyawenza umsebenzi ngapha iSuperSport beze kahle mara mayithola ama-injury angazi ukuthi since benama-player we-Sundowns aloniwe awafuna ukufaka lamajita wayengafaka kwesibanyoni ufaka uGabuza bezophola isamabhola uGavin Hunt mara azikho lapho.
Dumela ngiDiski TV ke-TT Diamond kama Johannesburg. Ne ke duma Orlando Pirates or eka qualifier for Champions League because they are the only team that I think they are a little bit better than the other teams besides Sundowns, you see. So performance yabona is better, they are winning games, and it's the only team that I see can do better if they qualify for the CAF Champions League. So I just want Orlando Pirates to advance so that Pirates and Sundowns can go to the Champions League. I feel like they will do better for our country. And
hey, Junior Khanye. No, it's all Vilagaz. Guys, for me, i-CAF Sport ivuleleke kakhulu. Ngolwazi sengaxoxa kancane la ngebhola la eSouth Africa. iSuperSport ngamase kulesi sikhathi ijwayele ukudonsa kanzima for ukukhuza ukufinisha ileague ijwayele ukuyiqala kahle kodwa mesika sigcine ijwayele ukuhluleka sigcina siyibamba ngisho nako number 7 nje siqale nje idliwe ngadliwe unomphela kwano. Sports sector singaba phakathi kweKaizer Chiefs neOrlando Pirates. Kaizer Chiefs ithime nenhlanhla kakhulu. I've been watching Kaizer Chiefs.
Hola bafethu kuhamba kanjani? Cha, nami ngithi angisho ukuthi kuleyo ukuthi abanike abazoya kwi-CAF. Abafethu-ke mina ngisapotha le Sundowns into engangitshela yona ukuthi i-Pirates yaya kwi-CAF noma kanjani because okwamanje i-Chiefs ayizazi ukuthi yenza njani nama on and off yabo.
Kululeko my brother from another mother bukho lwapha eCape Town kululeko kunzima for uba ungatsho uba yeyiphi iteam ezawufumana unumber 2 because ngepoints ziyalingana but ndifuna ukuthi i-Orlando Pirates ine-upper end because of individual brilliant on players that they have. SuperSport, they have well coach and experienced coach. You can go there. Kaizer Chiefs, I don't see go there.
Ngibingelele studio ngizakhele Jawane ke lona because for life I remain nje ithina menga khona uba clinically on goals ndikhona nokudefenda kahle I believe because
good afternoon lapha studio. Igama lami uThemba mina. Mina bafethu I tip SuperSport ukuthi qualify for the CAF Champions League. Because I feel like the Pirates and the Chiefs ihlulekile.
Good evening. Good evening. I-Pirates ne-Chiefs. I-Pirates angeke iye ku-Champions League. I-Chiefs ngeke iye ku-Champions League. I-SuperSport iye ku-Champions League. Ngokubona kwami. Enkosi.
What will your taste buds say when you try the great new taste of Sunshine D? They could say,
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
or even, because when you buy the new Sunshine D, you could win your share of 2 million rand in prizes. Head in store today to enter. T's and C's apply. Sunshine D. Tastes nice, no lies.
The time now at exactly 3 minutes to the hour of 6 p.m. This is Itiski Radio, brought to you by World Sports Betting, as well as DSTV, as well as www.massivemetro.com. And be sure to check out our newspaper. We are itiskitimes.co.za. And an article that we're going to wrap the show up with is something that was released like literally 18 minutes ago by our journalist called David Capel. And he's basically talking about what young people can learn from Coach Rulani. So now, before we even talk about the article in itself, I just want to get your perspective, because we literally have 2 minutes left. And so what can we learn from Coach Rulani Mokoena, sir?
Yeah, if you are Corey, if you are assistant coach, you're not just an assistant coach. You are there to learn, you understand, and to take that knowledge out here with Spanish practically when you are given a platform, a chance, like he's doing.
Yeah,
he's very energetic, he's arrogant as well, but in the right manner for me. He learned a lot from Pitso Msimani. He was an assistant, but you can tell behind he was doing a lot of job. You understand? So, if you are given Norman Kabe as a young coach, let's say you've never been involved in terms of when not an opportunity to Rulani got, just watch Rulani Mkeno won't sit away. If you're a good coach, definitely sure you just need to be arrogant first. I would say he's very arrogant. That guy is hardworking, Trizy. He's consistent. Timmy consistent. And he plays players without favor. He plays players because of they deserve to play. And he works so hard at training. Co-gaming is very, very easy. We understand. And consistency. The guy who I born about Timmy Iona, he be consistent. And there's a lot of professionalism from Rulani Mkwena. Timia, if Peter already has won the league, and then he come with that starting 11 against Cape Town City, while league I win, Asarali, and then you need to. The guy is professional. Getting to Kameleba route is professional, willing to learn, energetic, consistency, and arrogant. Winner. He's too ambitious. All I'm trying to say. Yeah, those are the things that the guy they need to believe people or anything is possible. The guy was never be a player, whatever, big name, whatever. He has played the game, he never made it too high or whatever. But he can, if you never, maybe as a player, but you can become a good coach.
Yes, sir. And that basically concludes the show for today. I'd like to thank every single one of you for taking your time out to listen to us. And I'd like to also thank every single person who has contributed to the show with regards to the voice notes, where they got an opportunity to share their perspective on who's taking it this weekend. And also, man, to my team right now, man, we have Junior Khanye, the legendary Junior Khanye. We have Justice Steezy. He's basically the guy behind the camera, man of many talents. And myself, Ufense Wahapele Hai. Till next time, till next week. We will see you next week. Any last words, sir?
No. Kerimdimo athavasiyo nabelona ki Good Friday mpeta sambe sothanda zasicela malanga uphila. Impotsa rona ziyeza ezingakezi kwabanye balinde man. Isendleleni ya.
Yes, sir. And that's how we conclude this episode. So yeah, happy Easter to every single one of you. And if you are traveling home, please make sure you don't drink and drive, and that the seatbelt stays on for your safety and the safeties of everybody else using the road. Till next time, shop shop.